What is up? What is up, YouTube? So, it's come to my attention that some of y'all's out there is on some ignorant stuff. Like, really on some ignorant stuff. I have a good amount of people that watch my videos, and probably right now I'm shadow banned because I said a lot of crazy stuff on my live. But you know what? I stand on it. I stand on business, and if one day I get a fucking knock on the door that these motherfuckers are coming in because they don't like what the fuck I said, I mean, what the fuck? This only goes to show what kind of regime we're under. This is no longer a democracy. If y'all ain't fucking can tell, like, this is not how democracy works. This is not how we fucking move or supposed to move. This is a fascist regime. This is a fascist administration. This is the same type of stuff that started happening in Germany before they essentially took over. So that part right there is coming to my attention that we gotta fucking wake the fuck up. I don't understand what the problem is, folks. I don't understand what it is that you thought that Donald Trump was gonna give you. You thought he was gonna give you money? You thought he was gonna give you better health care? You thought he was gonna fucking no, he played y'all. Y'all played yourself. Congratulations. You played yourself. Y'all really played yourself. Everybody that voted for Donald Trump now is like fucking suffering. Except all the billionaires, right? Because the fucking billionaires. This is more of a cleansing of power. If you take away the Constitution, what power do we have as citizens? None. That's what he's trying to do. I don't know if y'all can see that shit. It's deeper than what it is on the surface, and if all y'all do is fucking be on the surface all day, y'all never see how deep the water really is. You feel me? Y'all will never see how deep the water really is because y'all just stay floating on the surface. So y'all have to understand that shallow waters run deep sometimes, and if you don't go deep, then you'll never find out what's really going on underneath. The crazy part is that we've been dealing with this shit before. The first time it was a test. He tested us. Donald Trump tested us, fam. He tested the fucking nation to see how stupid y'all were. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell y'all something because I seen it in my lifetime. I seen it in my lifetime, you know. Poor or financially unstable people will fall for anything that people in power tell you because they're trying to sell you a dream until you wake up and then you see reality. You feel me? Like, you cannot sit there and believe everything that everybody says, because at some point in time it's gonna be fake, especially if they're trying to sell you a fucking dream. Like, nobody in their right mind really thought that Donald Trump was gonna fucking do the shit that he was gonna do. Y'all fucking fell for the okie doke. Y'all fell for the motherfucking okie doke. And it's so unfathomable that I would think that America as a whole, as a society, as people, as human beings, would see past the bullshit. But I can clearly see that America is so entitled. And I tell you this as an American. You know why I speak so much shit? Because I got to travel the world at a very young age because my dad was in the military, serving our country, went to 3 campaigns, almost died in one of them, and now he's bootlicking. You what? I'm gonna thank the people who almost got me killed? Bro, And I get it, you sign up for this shit, right? But at the same time, when we find out what the wars were actually for, it's just who's got a bigger dick. Any war that a man starts, it's about who has got a bigger dick. And that's fucking gay if y'all are standing around measuring each other's dicks. Now, if that's what y'all do, that's what y'all do. But I'm talking about the people that's in power right now. The people that's in power right now that are so masculine, so manly, are doing the most bitch-made shit. The most bitch-made shit. Killing innocent people. Blaming the victim. Pointing fingers. Never taking accountability for the shit that they do. Going on vacation when shit's a fucking riot. That's crazy, bro. It's fucking insane. And then you have teachers arguing with students in school. First of all, if you're a teacher and you argue with your students, you obviously peaked at 18 too. I'm sorry, you obviously peaked at 18, 19. Because why are you arguing with students, bro? If you're defending ICE and you're a teacher, just fucking quit and go find yourself a government job. You can probably fucking slob on a knob, and I'm guarantee you they'll open the door for you, because that's what they like. They like boot licking, dick sucking, begging ass, yes, a massa type fucking folk. You feel me? They like that shit. They like the white. They like the coconuts and the fucking Oreos. You all remember them fucking names? Yeah, they like them folks. They like them folks. They like the coconuts and the fucking Oreos. You know that shit? Yeah, they like that shit. They love it. They love the white supremacists love the coconuts and the Oreos, man. They love it. That's what they fucking thrive off of. They thrive off of validation from other people, not even from themselves. They're not happy with themselves. They're so Republican people are so insecure with themselves, and I'm talking about the far right. I'm not talking about the Republic. If you're a Republican and you don't agree with this shit that's going on with Donald Trump, I'm not talking to you. So if the boot fits, wear it. And then pull yourself up by your fucking bootstraps. The Republican Party is so insecure that they try to do everything and anything to make themselves feel validated. That's why they pay for prostitutes. That's why they look at pornography. That's why they cheat on their wives. That's why they blame the victim. That's why it's always somebody else's fault because they're not successful. If it wasn't for this, if it wasn't for that, I'd be here, I'd be there. All these black people, all these white people, all these brown people taking these jobs, all these black people taking these jobs, these higher positions, yada, 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 yada. It's a fucking all day long complaining. So the white nationalists, far right, fascists, are the most insecure man that you're ever going to see on this planet, because a real man doesn't need to prove anything if he's a real man. You understand? Real men don't need validation from the world, because the world that they have in their house is all the validation that they need. Period. And if you gotta fucking jump from bitch to bitch to bitch to fucking gain validation, you're a little kid, bro. I'm sorry, if you 35 and you jumping from this bitch to that bitch to that bitch to that bitch, you insecure, bro. You insecure, my brother. You ain't doing it right. You ain't doing it right. You ain't love yourself. First of all, whores and hoes and sluts, they don't love themselves, because if they love themselves, they wouldn't treat themselves that way. You feel me? Like, you can't sit there and really be that kind of person and feel so loved in the morning when you wake up by yourself. It's okay, I don't need nobody, says the single person, right? At the end of the day, we're meant to procreate. We're meant to fucking build the foundations and build families. We're meant to thrive as a society and communities. We're not meant to be fucking single and separate and fucking be gay with our fucking boys, yo. Like, the fact that I gotta hear this white supremacist Nick Fuentes, all right, this white supremacist Nick Fuentes, again, this white supremacist Nick Fuentes, right? Talk about if you have a girlfriend or you date girls that's gay. It's gay to date girls. It's gay to date girls. It's gay to date girls. Yeah, I mean, I guess so, bro, cause you're a virgin still. Like, you, the only thing you get off to is your pocket pussy. I mean, what else can we tell you? I sit here and own the shit that I did in my life. Very much. I don't fucking hide from that shit. I don't hide from that shit at all. Was I right? Was I used to be like these cats? I don't even want to call them cats. I used to be like these douchebags. To a certain extent. Yeah, I was. And then I woke up and I was like, yo, this isn't right. And this doesn't feel right. And my wife doesn't like me very much. And I must be doing something wrong because everybody around me seems to be disappearing. So at the end of the day, birds of a feather flock together. And at some point, when I was flying with this crew, I didn't feel like them, bro. I felt like an outsider. It wouldn't feel right in my soul, in my spirit. It didn't sit well with me. You feel me? Like, it didn't sit well with me. The fact that I gotta sit here and talk to y'all and explain to y'all what accountability is wild. The fact that I have subscribers or people that watch me that just kind of flip through my videos because they don't want to hear this shit is wild. Because at some point, we got to take accountability for our fucking actions. If you fucking slap somebody, own the fact that you fucking slapped somebody. If you slapped your girl, own the fact that you're a fucking abuser. You slapped your girl, you domestic abuser. Fucking own it. And then change. And if you don't change, you're still gonna be the same person. It's nobody else's fault. You're a fucking abuser. And if you feel like it's somebody else's fault, then it's probably your parents' fault because you learn everything that you are in your life from your parents. You are a product of your childhood. You are a product of your environment. Like, if you have a broke mentality and all you do is live paycheck to paycheck to paycheck to paycheck, you are a product of your environment. You learn that shit from your parents. Period. You are grown now. I see that most of the people that watch me are 24 to 35. Like, y'all are grown men acting like little boys. Let that shit be the little kids, bro. If you single, enjoy your fucking life and be successful, but love you. Love you. You're your fucking number one priority. If you ain't got no kids and you ain't have no women, love yourself. But like a man, don't be fucking doing this. What the fuck, bro? We going through metrosexuality again? Except this time, whatever the fuck, what is it called? Face masking or fucking whatever the fuck it's called. You break your fucking. Don't do that shit. What the fuck? Y'all retarded or what the fuck? Like, I got a problem with all this shit that's going down because I got family and I got young brothers and sisters and I got kids and I got nieces and nephews that see this shit, and I'm like disgusted because some of you guys don't give a damn on who you influence. We're influencers. You dig? We're influencers. I'm telling you this because at some point you gotta be responsible for what the fuck comes out your mouth if you're gonna jump on these fucking social media apps and try to influence people to think like you or share an opinion like you. You have to be accountable for the shit that you say. Sometimes I don't say the wisest shit and I gotta go back and either delete a video or edit it because I understand that that's gonna affect somebody, that's gonna hurt somebody's feelings, or that's gonna fucking make them hate whatever it is that I'm not trying to fucking throw hate out there. I hate the shit that's going on. I hate Donald Trump. I hate ICE agents being in El Paso. I hate that shit. But I do. You don't have to. You can just agree with me. Like, yeah, okay, that's true. I would hate them too. Yes. Me, I hate that shit, man. Being in the military, I feel bad for these guys who got to be National Guards or reserves and got to go and fight domestic fucking whatever this is. This is Germany all over again. Except in America. If you did not know, Donald Trump is of German descent. Donald Trump is of German descent. Donald Trump's great grandfather, I believe it was, I'm not too sure, y'all can look it up, essentially stole ideas from Nikola Tesla. So, a lot of things that Nikolai made or invented or have come up with ideas, he was working with his great grandfather, great great grandfather. I don't quite remember. But he also stole, bro. Like, you're a product of your environment. This is just in their blood, bro. To steal and conquer, to steal and conquer, steal and conquer. This is what they do. This is literally what they do. And it's like we cannot catch a break, right? As Americans, we can't catch a fucking break. And it's so disheartening that some of my people, if not all of my people that are here, feels like they voted for this cat because they thought they were gonna get a stimulus package. They didn't get no stimulus. Y'all thought you were gonna get the Trump stimulus package, bro. Y'all really thought you was gonna get the Trump stimulus package? That's crazy. Y'all didn't read Project 2025, did y'all? And if y'all did read it, y'all just kind of just, nah, they're not gonna do that. They're not gonna do that. You know, I wonder what my fucking family members that voted for Donald Trump would say now about ICE agents killing folks. They probably fucking spin the fucking the narrative too and talk about, well, you shouldn't have been carrying a weapon. You have the right to carry a weapon. That's the Second Amendment. Unless they're trying to take the amendments away. They're trying to take our rights away, little by little by little. That once they went first, they're gonna take our fucking First Amendment right away. We not gonna be able to say nothing. I'm not gonna be able to jump on this fucking YouTube and speak my mind because I'm gonna have fucking FBI agents come knocking on my door talking about, hey, is your name so and so? And did you say this thing about da da da? It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy to think that we live in a time where you have to be mindful of what you say. And it's not even like they, you know what they're trying to do? They're trying to do like, oh, you made me. You remember a time when we started having to be like, oh, you know, we had transmissions in like, we had to respect everybody and, you know, don't say this and don't say that word. And, you know, you understand what I mean? They're you know, kind of like 90s type vocabulary that we was saying. And we didn't know no better that it was that bad. This is like that. But this time it's like you're not going to tell me what I can and can't say. It's like when the bully, when the kid that gets bullied finally gets a position of power, but instead of fucking using his power for good, he becomes vengeful and then starts taking it out on everybody who essentially tried to stop him or bully him from being better or picking on him because of who he was. Yeah, this is kind of like that. This is how it feels to me, where it's like he has a grudge towards the people that didn't agree with him or his ideologies or his opinions, and he's going after everybody who's a blue state. Now the mayor here in El Paso, now he's supposed to be a Democrat. My next door neighbor is supposed to be a Democrat, but they move like Republicans. They move a little sneaky, right? So I don't trust it. I don't trust neither side, bro. I don't trust neither side. You know what I mean? Just like I said, and a lot of people say it be your own people sometimes. It be your own people. And if we melanated in any shape or form or shade, like if you're melanated in any shade, why are you self-hating? Why are you self-hating? You look up your last name. Look up your last name. Look up your last name and see where your ancestors are from, and tell me that Donald Trump is your daddy. Tell me. Because if you look up your last name, and your last name's like a Hernandez or Martinez or De La Cruz or De Los Santos or Cruz or Ruiz or Hernandez or what's the fucking other, like you understand what I'm saying? Any of those last names essentially came from indigenous mestizos that are what are they fucking called? Damn it, hold on.